One of the big questions a lot of fans have was the hashtag rally for Sally. Um, Besides the fact of what the announcement's going to be on Christmas Day, the major announcement, it's exactly what will her role be depending on where she ends up next. Like, what will her role be if she shows up in IDW Comics? What will her role be if she does end up in the games? What will her role be if she is the one that's revealed to have sent Tails to find Sonic at the end of the first movie, and we get the revelation in the end of the second movie? This is a big question because, we know that Ian Flynn has stated when, along with other people in charge or involved with the comic, that when IDW partnered up with Sega after Sega ended the partnership with Archie, that things were going to be a little bit newer. That anything that might come over from other medias is going to have a new, fresh take. Like they're going to have a makeover and all that to make them feel fresh and new. And you have to wonder, what will Sally be like if she shows up in the IDW books? Like, what will her status be? What will her role be? When it comes to that. And personally, I hope they keep her as a princess. I really do. I hope she remains a princess. I hope they kind of keep the design, if not something close to what she had in the soft retcon reboot. I hope they keep that. Maybe keep the vest open to kind of make it a hybrid of what we saw in the original. But you keep the outfit that's underneath and all that, the two-piece outfit, and you just go from there. Just keep her as she is. Maybe you add in a few new personality quirks and traits in there, in addition to what fans expect from her from a personality perspective. And you just see what happens. Again, that's just my personal preference, and I know a lot of people would like that as well. And I think the same could be said if you put it in the games, or you make her or you reveal she's the person that sent Tails to find Sonic. You keep that characteristic that you know about her as being the princess, and because of the fact that it's, like I said, it's something familiar to a lot of longtime fans and even some newer fans. But if that's not the case, then what will her role be? Like, if she's not going to be a princess, but when they bring her in, what would her role be? Like, what would her status be? And, like I was saying, what will her, role be? Like I was saying, sorry for the interruption, but like I was saying, what will her role be if they don't decide to go with the princess route? What else would they bring her in as? And some people have speculated that maybe they have a story where they end up in Blaze's world, or Blaze travels to Sonic's world and she's accompanied by some of her royal guard, and one of them is Sally. And it's, we see that in this version, Sally's the head of Blaze's royal guard. And she has special abilities that show why she's the head of Blaze's royal guard and why Blaze trusts her. Or perhaps the fact that maybe they kind of keep her as she is, but they take away the princess title, and she's just a rebel leader. She's a resistance leader, and all that. Of our own region of the planet. Like, they've hinted that one of the regions in IDW is Knothole Village. They hinted this, and I think in a cover or the first couple of pages of an upcoming issue. So maybe she's the leader, the resistance leader, the rebel leader of the Knothole group of resistance fighters and rebel fighters, and we've yet to meet them. This is all. Again, this is just a question a lot of fans want to know about. Like, what will her role be when she does show up? Like I just said, I, along with a lot of people, would prefer her to remain as a princess. You want to change it up a little bit, that's fine. Keep some familiarity in there as well, that's fine, depending whether it's an IDW, the games, or an appearance in the movie, or all three, if you will. That would be, that would be fine with a lot of us, in my opinion. But again, it makes you wonder exactly what would her role be. Would she remain a princess? Would she become the head guard of a royal guard group, or royal army, soldiers, if you will? Like for Blaze's world and all that? Or would she kind of be similar to what she is now, maybe a little bit more edgy, a little bit more badass, if you will, but she's not a princess, and she's just the leader, the resistance rebel leader of the Not Whole resistance fighters. Who knows? But again, it's a good question. It is definitely a good question that I would like to have an answer to, and I know a lot of people would like to have an answer to. Because, anytime a character, one thing we've noticed in a lot of reincarnations of characters in reboots or retcons and whatever is, sometimes the people will change up the status. Like, it's, basically the new version of the character will have the name and somewhat have the look, or maybe the species that the original had, but the personality will be different. It'll be more antagonistic, or more of a tweener, or more of a protagonist than usual, or a little bit more edgy protagonist, or a little bit more good-hearted antagonist, stuff like that. So you have to wonder if the same, and it probably will, in some way apply to Sally. Will she get that change? Will she remain a princess, but will she have different personality quirks as the leader of the group? Like, will she be a little bit more action-based? Will she be more wacky? Will she be more silly? Will she be more serious, edgy? These are big questions. And we'll have to see what they do. The same with if they decide, okay, 'cause again, like I said, some fans have speculated, what if she comes in as the head of Blaze's Royal Guard, and she shows she has these special abilities, and that part of her personality is similar to what we've seen before, but it's also able to match wit and, sharp wit and, sarcasm with Sonic, and that causes an attraction. Will that happen? Again, good question. Or will she, kind of be as she is, maybe a little bit more edgier, a little bit more focused, a lot more serious, a little bit of lightheartedness, but more serious and everything. But instead of being a princess, she's just a resistance leader, rebel leader of the resistance group of Not Whole Village. Again, these are big questions that a lot of people would like to know when it comes to Sally and her status of when it comes to Sally, I should say, and what her status will be, what her personality will like and everything, overall, when she eventually shows up in any of these three mediums of Sonic, if not all three. But that's what hashtag Rally for Sally is, to finally get some kind of result, some kind of answer as to what will be. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. What do you think, the direction they may go in? Again, I know I'm probably not the only one that's been wondering about that and asking that question. But again, let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. I do apologize for the interruptions and all that. My mom is currently on the phone with my second oldest sister, and she's got it on the speakerphone, so she likes to talk really loud, and when she laughs it kind of echoes, so I do apologize for that. Which causes me to have to pause or try to work around it. But again, though, let me know what you guys think down below. What are your thoughts on, where you think, Sally will, end up as? How do you think she'll be? How do you think she'll be portrayed? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Comment if you like, and I am out.